Coming up next is Terry Payne with some public information you might find interesting.
It's always fun to get with Trails Coordinator Ken Freeman and talk about new stretches of Greenway that are available for the public. And this is the newest leg.
That's right, Terry. And thanks for being out here today so we can showcase a little of it.
Absolutely. So what is this leg called and how long is it?
Well, this leg is part of the Hot Springs Creek Greenway Trail, as all of these segments along Hot Springs Creek, which will stretch from the trail will stretch from Transportation Depot all the way down to TV Hill Road by the expressway near Cornerstone, and all of that is Hot Springs Creek Greenway Trail. But this particular segment is the Utility Services Center trail, and this is phase 1 of the Utility Services Center trail.
Now, we came out here early in the year when it was cold and it was under construction, and people have been eagerly awaiting its opening. So tell us about some of the features of this trail.
Well, I think the real value and excitement about this trail, and which was recognized by the Utility Service Center director in the past, and that is the reason that we have this trail here, is that the creek along this stretch is really nice. And there's lots of rock outcroppings in there. There's lots of natural beauty here, and as you can see from behind us, there's a mix of wonderful tree-lined overhang of limbs for in the summer and the heat. You know, it'll be a nice place to be shaded. The creek has a nice sound. It looks nice. It's just a part that of Hot Springs that's been neglected, and now we get to see it.
And there's a beautiful overlook behind us created by a local contractor.
Yes, Kate Construction as part of the project constructed the timber overlook behind us, and which out overlooks the Hot Spring Creek, and with a little luck, you'll see some wildlife out here as well.
That's exciting.
And oh, I'm sorry. I was going to mention over to off to our side is an interesting feature too. Is one of the rain gardens, and rain garden features are a low impact development technique of taking runoff, instead of taking runoff and putting it in just piping it off somewhere, you actually take and retain on site, and helps to grow in things as well.
So people may say, oh, that's beautiful landscaping, but it's very utilitarian as well. And this isn't the only rain garden. There's more up ahead, isn't there?
That's correct. That's correct. There are 2 other rain gardens on down the
that are just beautiful. You've got to check them out. Now, the key question: how do people get to this section of the trail?
Well, this section of trail is about 1,500 feet in length, and on the southern end of it, closest to golf links, at the intersection of Adams Street and Seneca, is one of the accesses onto this trail, and that trail has an entryway feature with stone columns and a wood railing and some plantings. And the other end of our trail, the access off of Adams Street, is about 1/8 of a mile, from the end of currently the end of the Hot Springs Creek Greenway Trail, which is up at Chelsea Street. That Hollywood Trail section stops at Chelsea, and if you just come out onto Adams Street and follow it on around the curve, it comes right to the entryway, the northern end of this trail, and you can just get right onto the trail there.
So you can't quite see the end of the Hollywood Trail, and folks know about that one because of Hollywood Park, the beautiful, there's a parking lot with a
rotary
restroom,
trailhead.
the nice landscaping. So as they come down Hollywood Trail and that section ends, you can't quite see the beginning of this one, but be aware it's just right around the curve.
You have to have a little walk of faith to get around the corner until you get to this entryway, and then you get rewarded with this section of trail.
And those 2 sections will be connected soon, won't they?
There is an approved grant and funding with the plans for that being reviewed at the Highway Department now as part of the Recreational Trails program that they administer, and we hope to have, in late spring, early summer, be able to start on that section, which would be connecting this trail back to the end of the Hollywood Trail at Chelsea Street.
More and more people are discovering how wonderful the Greenway is and how it adds to their quality of life. That's all we have time for today, but we'll have to just continue featuring new aspects of Greenway development as it goes along, and Ken's in charge of that ongoing project. So thank you for that.
Thanks, Terry.
Ken, next week we'll bring you more city news.